So it's literally just two people that cannot swim in a moving boat without a paddle in the middle of the ocean panicking. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today, as you can see by the title, as you can see by the setup, today I'm going to be doing another story time. So a couple videos ago I done my first ever story time and you all liked it, you all asking for more story times, and you know, I've got a few other stories that I have that I can tell. So this is another story that it's a bit mad. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you like, comment and subscribe. Before we get into the video, excuse me, can you see this hair? Like, I don't know if you have noticed, but clearly my hair is different. I had long hair before and now I've come back to Barbiana. Okay, I just want to quickly take the time to tell you a lot about this new wig I have on my head before we start this video. Arabella Hair kindly sent me this 12-inch bob wig. This is the box that it came in. It's a nice little pink box. It says Arabella Hair on it. A lot of you always ask me like how long my bobs are, and I'm not gonna lie, I never know the inches. Like I don't know anything about inches when it comes to bobs. When it comes to long hair, I do, but this one I know for definite is 12 inches, and this is kind of the bob length that I usually go for. But I was actually planning on cutting it to make it like a short bob like this, but I felt like it was too thick. Like, this hair is thick, okay, with a capital T. It's thick, all right? So I thought that that kind of short bob look would look better on a wig that isn't as thick. But I really love the fact that this hair is thick, like, and it barely sheds at all. Like, I brush through it and nothing comes out. Like, it's literally, you know what I mean? And stiff wear, stiff wear. The hair flows, it's thick, it doesn't shed. Like, it's actually such a cute bob wig, and the lace is slayed, okay? But I have had it on for a couple of days, that's why it's not as fresh, but it still looks good. Like, I've had this wig on for about like a week and it's still on my head, glued down, laid and secured. I'm actually planning on dyeing it and getting highlights in it, because since it's so thick, I know that it will probably take well to bleach and highlight, and if it sheds, it won't shed that much because it's already thick and I won't lose that much hair with it. So I am planning on doing some highlights on it, so stay tuned for that, because it's going to be my first time ever having highlights or any type of colour in my hair. I'm really excited for that. But for now, even as black, like, I really like it as black anyways. The parting is 13x6. As I always say to you guys, 13x6 is the legs for me. Like, I don't like 13x4. It didn't come pre-bleached. My mama did have to bleach the knots for me. However, it did take well to the bleach and the knots were perfectly bleached first try. But it did come pre-plucked. Like, we didn't have to pluck it, and that's great because I don't even know how to pluck wigs like that. Like, me and plucking don't go well together. So I love it when a wig comes pre-plucked and the laces just come in looking ready to go. You know what I mean? It would have been better if it was pre-bleached, because that would have saved some time as well. But you know, it doesn't really matter. Like, we know how to bleach in this house, so it was fine. My mom just bleached it for me quick time and it was all ready to go. But yeah, other than that, the wig is cute. Like, it's a cute wig. Nah, guys, I love this length. Like, this length is my perfect length for a bob, but I do want to try a blunt short bob as well, because I feel like that would look cute. But if I end up cutting this wig into a shorter bob, I'll let you know and you will be the first to see it, okay? But as always, if you're feeling this hair and you think it looks cute, all the details will be in the description box down below, so you can check it out there if you want to get some links, some discounts and all of that jazz. But without further ado, let's get straight into this video and find out how the hell I managed to find myself in the middle of the ocean stranded. Okay, so this story time is based, I don't even know when it happened. I can't remember when it happened, but it was a few years ago, okay? And basically, me and my family on my dad's side went to, I think it was Moorgate Beach. I can't remember which beach it was, but it was a beach outside of London, like far away, like 3 hours away, okay? Went to a beach as like a family little beach thing. Like, all the family was there, all the cousins, all the aunties, all the uncles, everyone there. So cool. My, how do I say it? It's not my uncle, but it's my dad's uncle. So it's like my second uncle or great uncle. I don't even know, but you know what I mean? Uncle is uncle, innit? So my uncle bought like a inflatable like boat. Like, it's a real boat, but it's like you blow it up. So I don't know if it's called an inflatable boat, but you sort of know what I mean. You know what I mean? It's a boat that you blow up, but not with your mouth, with like a pump. You know what I mean? So he brings the boat out, and then basically me and my other uncle and my great uncle's daughter, we was like all the similar age. Like, obviously they're a bit older than me, but like I'm old enough to be chilling with them. You know what I mean? Like, they're only like a few couple years older than me. So me, my uncle, not the one that bought the boat, guys, don't get confused. My uncle, like my actual like normal uncle, and my cousin, we was like, let's go out on the boat. And guys, a very important thing that you need to understand for this video is that me, Natania Hinds, I don't know how to swim. All right, like I'm just gonna put it straight there, black and white. I don't know how to swim. So me, my uncle, not my big uncle, my dad's brother, basically my dad's brother. So me, my dad's brother, and my cousin was like, yeah, cool, let's go on the boat. So we got the boat out and we put it like near the ocean, innit, like on the shore. Cool. So we're in the boat now, yeah, and this is cool. It's vibes. I wasn't in control of rowing it because Lord knows I don't know how to row no boat. Like, I was not in charge of rowing the boat, and plus I was the youngest, by the way. Like, it was me as the youngest, then my uncle, and then my cousin was the oldest out of the three of us. Okay, so I was just there to just chillax. Like, I was there to enjoy the weather, like sit back, enjoy the view. Like, you know what I mean? I didn't have to put no hard work and no effort because I ain't got no muscles for that. You know what I mean? So I think it was my uncle that was rowing it, or my cousin, or both of them. I don't know. It was nothing to do with me. I was just minding my business, enjoying the view. You know what I mean? So they're rowing the boat, yeah, and we're drifting, we're going deeper into the ocean now, and it's like, it's getting cool. Bearing in mind, I don't know how to swim, and we had no life jackets on, nothing. So it was literally us relying on the boat for safety. Also, my cousin doesn't know how to swim either. So the only person that knew how to swim on that boat was my uncle. I don't know why we didn't think that. I don't know why we didn't see the hazard of going into the ocean on an inflatable boat when only one out of the three of us can swim. Like, does it even make sense? No, but it happens. So we're in the boat, yeah, living life, cool. I'm minding my business, yeah. Next minute I know, my uncle has dropped one of the paddles that you use to row the boat into the sea. He dropped it into the sea, guys. He dropped it. He dropped it. So I'm thinking, okay, so we've only got one paddle now. Sure, it's alright. Like, surely you could still row the boat with a paddle. And like, we wasn't that deep into the ocean, so it was cool. Like, it was fine. There's only one paddle. Bit inconvenient, but it's cool. It's cool. Don't panic. So cool. Now we only have one paddle to row this boat, but that's fine because the boat is still moving. We're still in the proximity where there's people. And you know when you're in the ocean at the beach and they have the, like, I don't know what it's called, but they have basically a barrier where it says you don't go beyond this point, because if you go beyond this point, you're not supervised, there's sharks, danger, there's, you know what I mean? You just don't cross the line. You don't cross that line, because if you cross that line, it's peak. You know what I mean? So we were still like within the space that you're allowed to be in. We hadn't exceeded the line, so there was no reason to panic. So cool. We're in the boat now with one paddle. Cool. We're in the boat. We're in the boat. Next minute, I know he drops the other paddle into the water. He drops the other paddle into the water, and we watched the paddle sway away. There was, you couldn't catch it. Like, literally, the water, as soon as it hit in the water, it just swam away. Like, literally, we couldn't reach out for it. Like, we was all trying to reach for it, but obviously, like, if everyone's trying to reach for something in one side of the boat starts to tip in it. So we started feeling that the boat was tipping a little bit. So we were like, no, like, literally, we can't reach this paddle. Like, it's too far away. Like, as soon as it hit the water, it had already started drifting away, like, away, like, far away. So I was like, so we're in a boat in the ocean and there's no paddle. What now? That's not all right. How are we going to direct ourselves? How are we going to get back to the shore if there's no paddles? And at this point, we had literally gotten so far away from everyone else. Like, most of the people were closer to the shore. We were far away from them. So it's not even like we could ask anyone for help. So cool. My uncle, yeah, he's the only one that could swim. So we thought of the idea. That maybe he gets out to see how deep the water is. Because I'm looking outside of the boat and I'm looking at the water and it looks black. Like, I cannot see the floor. It literally looks black. So I'm thinking, hold on a second, how deep are we into the ocean? Because bearing in mind, I cannot swim, I cannot float, I cannot do anything. I didn't have a life jacket. So what are we gonna do here? So cool, we made a plan. So we decided that my uncle, the only one that knows how to swim, is gonna get out of the water and basically see if he can stand up in the water, because if he can stand up, then the rest of us can literally just get out of the water and then just walk back to the shore, like easy peasy lemon squeezy, you know what I mean? And then in case he can't stand up, his job was to basically drag us back to shore. So basically hold the boat and drag us and swim away, you know what I mean? So cool, he gets out of the water, yeah? And as soon as he gets in the water, you can see the panic in his face. He's floating now, trying to stay up, and he's like, it's too deep, like I can't touch the floor, I can't touch the floor. And now I'm starting to panic. I'm thinking, what do you mean you can't touch the floor? And he's like, I can't touch the floor. And I'm like, what do you mean you can't touch the floor? And he's like, I can't touch the floor. And I'm like, what do you mean you can't touch the floor? Because if you can't touch the floor, how the hell am I going to get back to the shore? Because I cannot swim. What are we going to do here? Remember I told you, yeah, his job was to bring us back to the shore because he's the only one that knows how to swim. Guys, when I tell you, he swam away. He was like, see ya!
Next question. See ya.
He literally just swam away and left us. Like, I don't understand it. I don't understand it. Like, your job was to save the day. You were supposed to get out of the boat, get into the water and drag us back to safety. But no, you decided to swim away and save yourself and leave us in the middle of the ocean with no one that can swim and a boat with no paddles. Me and my cousin were just like, where are you going? Like, he's swimming away from us, and we're just in the boat like, hello, like, what about us? Where are you going in it? So he's gone, and then I start to panic. I'm thinking, wait a second, what are we going to do here? And can you imagine, the boat was just floating by itself. Like, we couldn't control the direction, we couldn't control how fast it was going, we couldn't stop, we couldn't start, we couldn't do anything because we had no paddles. The boat exceeded the line. It went past the line into the danger zone. Like, what? Are you realizing how scary this is? Like, literally, the boat drifted over the line and was like, yep, I'm bringing you to the danger zone. So cool, we're in the danger zone now. We're literally drifting in the middle of the ocean with no lifeguards, no other people around us. Like, there was literally no one there. I was scared. Like, I was genuinely so scared, and both of us were scared at the same time. And when two people are scared, there's no one to reassure anybody. So it literally just two people that cannot swim in a moving boat without a paddle in the middle of the ocean panicking. It was not a good equation. It was not a good mix at all. We're just thinking, what the hell we're gonna do? Like, we was there looking around, trying to see if we can see people. We're in the middle of the ocean now. We're no longer at the beach, basically. We're literally in the middle of the ocean, and we're screaming. We're like, hello, help! We're waving our hands, screaming for help, and no one can hear us. We're literally drifting away deep into the ocean. Like, it's so scary to think about it now. Like, I'm even getting chills thinking about it, and I'm not even there right now, and I'm literally alive and well, but I find it scary thinking about it. Like, we was literally just drifting into the middle of the sea with nobody around us. Like, do you not know how scary that is? So we was drifting for time now. Like, we was just drifting and drifting and drifting to the point where we reached another beach. So we had left our beach. We was no longer at the beach we was at. We was at a whole different beach, yeah? So we started to see more people, like, but only minimal in it, because not a lot of people go that deep into the ocean. We saw one, I think it was a couple. I don't know if it was two men or a boy and a girl, but I just remember it was two people in a boat, and we see them, yeah, and we start screaming for help, and they're looking at us, yeah, because they can't tell if we're being serious. Like, they'll look at us, yeah, see us screaming, and then look at each other like, are we supposed to help them? Like, are you gonna am I supposed to help them? Like, are you gonna help? They're just bare confused, and then we're like, we need your help. Like, hello, come please. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, so cool. Finally, I remember it was a man. He was like, oh cool, I think they actually need help. And he gets out of his boat and he swims towards us, and he comes to the edge of our boat, and he's like, what's wrong? Yada yada yada. And we're like, we can't swim. We don't have any paddles. We're drifting. We're blah, 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 blah. Like, just bare panicking, just screaming at him, just saying help, help, help. Like, what do we do? Help, help, help. And then I think he tried to basically like hold on to our boat and swim like back to where the sand is, but obviously it was just too much. Like, it was too deep into the ocean, and like he was drowning at the same time. Like, he can't stay above the water and drag the boat at the same time. Like, it was just too much for him. And I was just thinking, mate, what are we gonna do here? Like, how are we actually gonna get help? I don't understand. At that point, I genuinely just thought like it was the end, because I'm just thinking we're gonna be drifting in this ocean forever and ever and ever. No one's gonna save us, no one can help us, we have no paddles, we can't swim, it's gonna get dark, it's gonna get nighttime, we're gonna freeze, and it's gonna be the end. That's basically what I was thinking. But then, miraculously, turns out, yeah, when my uncle left, he didn't just leave us in the middle of the ocean and fend for himself, because that would be very bad, man. That would be very, very, very cruel. No, he didn't do that. He basically went back to the shore and had told the rest of our family that, oh yeah, Natania and my cousin are stuck in the ocean, we need help, yada yada yada. And he basically got the lifeguards to come like find us. So we're here panicking, yeah. Next minute I know, I see some lifeguard on a jet ski riding towards us, and I'm thinking, yes, we got help, we got help, finally, like, we're not gonna die, you know what I mean? So they come, and he's like on some basically a jet ski, but like it's sloped at the back of it. He comes, and then basically we had to like hop on from our boat to his vehicle, but it was a thing where like, it was so weird. It's not like we're sitting down, it was like we was lying on our belly and had to hold onto the boat. That was even something scary in itself, because if I had let go of the boat, I literally would have fell into the ocean at whatever miles per hour and would have sunk in. So I was even scared. Like, I was just sitting there holding on for dear life, just waiting and gripping onto that boat until we get back to the shore, because there's no way I'm getting left in the ocean. Like, I don't even understand how that's safe. Like, how am I going to be holding on to the back of a moving vehicle in the middle of the ocean with no like safety harness, no nothing? Like, they put a life jacket on me, but that was literally about it. So he drives us back to the beach that we was at, drives us back to the shore, and I think he attached the boat that we had onto his boat, so my uncle did get his boat back, but without the paddles, you know what I mean? The paddles were long gone. But yeah, so all our family was like, what the hell is wrong with you? Like that. They were bare worried, they were bare anxious, they were bare scared. I was angry at my uncle. I was like, how dare you leave us? Like, what is wrong with you? And then he started saying like, oh, I didn't leave you, I came back for help, I came back for help. And I was like, nah, I was too angry to even talk to him. I was like, how dare you just leave us like that? You was the only one that could swim, and you left two people that can't swim on a boat by themselves in the middle of the ocean. Like, what the hell? You know what I mean? But yeah, so we finally got to safety, and it was all well and good. Happy days. Okay. But yeah, that's the end of this story time, guys. It was a bit of a weird one. I don't know if I missed details out, but you all get the gist anyway. I was stranded in the middle of the ocean, and I had to get saved by a lifeguard, basically. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and make sure you let me know if you don't want any more videos like this. If you're not subscribed to my channel already, subscribe. Now we're on the road to 50k, so make sure you're hitting that subscribe button. I know 56% of you aren't even subscribed to my channel, and you're watching this video right now, so yeah, you subscribe. Thank you. But yeah, I'll catch you lot in my next video. Bye, guys.
Y'all better subscribe to my daughter's. Okay.